Hello, welcome to our channel. I am Aries and today I am going to show you how to install a validator node for Provenance Mainnet. We have compiled all the necessary steps and files needed for this process and uploaded them to our GitHub account. I will include all the important links along with our GitHub link in the description down below. Now let's get started. Let's log into the new Ubuntu server that we have just created. As you can see, we are running Ubuntu 20.04 for this server. We have already installed the firewall UFW. We have opened only the port 22, which is SSH port, and allowed only from this IP login. Now we have to allow the port 26656 for a validator node to work. To do so, execute the following command. Reload the firewall rules. Now you can see 26656 is added and we are good to go. It is always recommended to run the validator node as a user and not as a root. Hence, we will create a user called node using the command add user. Give a password, re-enter the password. You can give a name or something, or you can just keep pressing enter and username node is created. Now we need to add user to sudo using the command usermod. Now log into the user node. Now let's install prerequisites. You can just copy paste the commands from our GitHub link. Okay. Now let's install Go package. Update the environment variables to include Go. You have to just copy the whole section over here and just enter. Then set the source to .profile and now check if Go is installed properly. In the same way, check if GCC is also installed properly. Okay, we are good to go. Now let's install the Provenance node. Let's set the directory, then clone Provenance, git checkout version 1.8.0. As of today, 1.8.2 version has already been released and it can be updated on the mainnet validator node. However, I am using version 1.8.0 because I am going to download a snapshot of the blockchain. That snapshot uses the version 1.8.0. That is the reason why I am going to use version 1.8.0. After we sync up the blockchain, I will upgrade to 1.8.2. Make clean, then make install. Since I had already tried installing Provenance node previously, which resulted in an error, right now you would see only a few lines over here. However, if you are installing Provenance node for the first time, you will see a lot of lines scrolling over here and you should get back to this prompt without any errors. Let's check the version of Provenance. So you can see version 1.8.0 has been installed. Now let's initialize validator node. Please choose a name. I am choosing a name called Provenance node. Okay, this is done. Now let's download the latest snapshot. For this, you need to go to the website provenance.io, quick sync, scroll down over here. You will see all the latest snapshots over here. I'm going to pick up this one, which is indexed. Copy link. You will see the link to be like this. So I edit the link so that I can download the file using wget. And now execute the command wget. Okay, the file is downloading. I'll stop the video over here and get back to you after the file is completely downloaded. Okay, the file is downloaded. Let's move this file to .provenanced folder and unzip the file. Execute ls-la, you will find this folder. This is the home folder for your validator node. Now let's move the downloaded file to this folder. Then let's go into that folder. You can see the file over here. Let's remove the data folder which is already present, and now let's unzip the folder. Again, this will take some time. I'll stop the video over here and get back to you. Alright, the files are unzipped now. Let's move on to the next step. Now we need to download Genesis file. I have already included a Genesis file in our GitHub page. You just have to download that file. Let's get into config folder. Now remove the Genesis file which is already present. Download the Genesis file which we have uploaded in our GitHub page. Now let's check if this is the correct Genesis file. Yeah, if you get this, this is the correct one. Now we have already uploaded app.toml file and config.toml file to our GitHub page. You can just download them and replace it with the already existing respective files. But let's remove the files which are already present. Now download these two files from our GitHub page. Okay, we have all the files necessary. Now let's get out of the validator home directory and let's start the node. Okay, this one is trying to connect to the testnet node. Where did I go wrong? I'll stop the video and get back to you. Okay, we found out what was the issue. Actually, to our GitHub page, we had uploaded the testnet version of app.toml file and config.toml file. That's why it was trying to connect to the testnet blockchain. Now we have updated the file for the mainnet. Now let's start the node. Okay, as you can see, the blockchain has started to sync. Now I'll stop the video right here. Once the sync is completed, we'll continue. Okay, the blockchain is completely synced right now on the mainnet. Let's get to the next step. Let's set up the validator node to run as a systemd unit. Change directory to etc systemd system. Create a file provenance.service. Copy paste the content that we have added in our GitHub page. Make sure to change the user over here. In our case it is node, and user folder, again in our case it is node, and again over here node, and that's it. Save the file and exit. Reload the daemon. Enable the file. I had already enabled it, that's why I did not get any output. In your case you might get one line output over here, and then you have to start the service. You have to say systemctl start and provenance. To watch the latest and continuous logs, use this command. And as you can see, the validator node is live. And to check the status of the validator node, we can try this command. As you can see, it is live now, and the latest block height is this over here. If you go over to explorer.provenance.io, you can see the block height over here, the latest block height. And if you check the status, it should be almost the same. Now next step is to create a wallet for your validator node. For this, execute the following command. Give a name for your wallet. In our case we will call it as validator. Check the path if it is correct and press enter. Just copy paste this information to a file and save it in a safe location. This is your mnemonic keys, and if you lose this, you won't be able to recover your wallet. Now the next step is to create and register your validator node. However, for this you need to send some hash tokens, that is provenance hash tokens, to this wallet address. If you want to see the wallet address, you can use this command, and this is the address. You need to send some hash tokens to this address, and once you do that, you execute this following command to create and register the validator node. As you can see, you have to change this to the current directory. In our case it is node. Change it to node, then change the moniker name to provenance node, or whatever the name that you would like to provide. Here again change it to node. Here it is the keybase ID. If you don't know about this, visit keybase.io and register over there. Give a description for your validator node. This is the validator wallet that we have created. So this is the name of that wallet. So if you have provided the name of the wallet as something else, you have to actually give that name over here. Commission rate. This is the current commission rate that we are setting. You can set it to whatever you like. 0.0 will be 0. Then commission max rate, that is the maximum commission that you can charge forever. In this case, this is going to be 5%. If you want to charge the maximum amount as 10%, you have to enter 0.10. Here it is 0.05. That means forever you cannot charge more than 5%. And commission max change rate is how much percentage that you can change per day. That means here in this example I have given it as 0.01, that is 1%. That means I cannot increase the commission more than 1% per day. This is the fees that is required for the transaction to go through, and this is the amount that is in N hash. This is actually 10 hash that is being bonded when creating this validator node. Once you are satisfied with the changes over here, press enter to send the transaction, and once the transaction is completed, your validator node will be registered. Now the validator node is up and running. However, we are still using the older version, which is version 1.8.0. Now we need to upgrade the node to the latest version, which is version 1.8.2. To do so, cd into provenance folder, git fetch, git pull, git checkout version 1.8.2. Okay, I have already executed this command, that's why you are seeing this. And now make install. Now let's get back to the home folder. Let's check the version. As you can see, now we have version 1.8.2 installed. After this, we need to restart our node. To do so, execute this following command, provenance t. This will restart your node with version 1.8.2. Now to check if the node is working properly, we can check the status of the node. As you can see, if we are getting some kind of output like this, and if you can see the latest block height over here, that means everything is fine. And if you have registered this node as a validator with a few hash delegated to this validator, then you should see some positive number over here for your voting power. You need to back up your validator node keys. You need those files in case if you need to change servers or for some reason your current server stops working. Let me show you the files that you need to take a backup. Let's go into the validator folder, cd config. You need to take a backup of node key.json file, then priv validator key.json file, then prev_validator_state JSON file present in data folder. These three are the most important files that you need to take a backup. Again, node_key.json file and prev_validator_key.json file present in config folder, and then prev_validator_state.json file present under data folder. This is a zip file which contains the snapshot that we had downloaded. Once everything is fine with the validator node, you can remove this file. If you have followed the steps properly and registered your validator node, you should be able to see your node over here depending upon how much hash is delegated to your node. For example, you can see our node over here. So if you can see your node's name over here, that means it is live and working properly. I hope this video helps you to create the Provenance Mainnet Validator Node and register as a validator. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. That's it. You have a great day. Bye bye.